I thought I'd just make one up today, so I'll start with the usual palette. I've got ultramarine blue, lemon yellow, Payne's grey, alizarin crimson, raw sienna, burnt umber and light red. And I've got the large Ron Ransonache here, 3/4 inch flat and a number 3 rigger, and it's 15 by 11 Fabriano Watercolour Paper. It weighs 130 pounds. I'm just going to start just by giving it a coat of water just to wet it all. And then once that's dry, I'm just going to go into the raw sienna. Clean the brush. And then ultramarine blue and Payne's grey, sort of really darky blue. I'm just going to come on from that side. And go back in again. Just try and get it nice and dark. Got until the paper starts to dry to do it before you well, you can still do this and get the soft edges. Just keep going into the ultramarine, Payne's grey, and a bit more. That's how it gets. Just cover that bit up. Well, I think that'll do for that, I think. So I'm just going to see how the edges have gone a bit fried. So I'm just going to dip the tip of it, just the very tip, into the water. Just to bring them back together again. And using the same two colours, ultramarine, Payne's grey. I think I'll have a mountain up there somewhere. So I put the reflection in. So a bigger one up there. Put the reflection in while I've still got the paint on the brush. And then another mountain going off on this right hand side. You can see when it's gone dry, you get start to get the hard edges. What I might do, I haven't cleaned the brush, I'm just going straight into the lemon yellow. Straight into the lemon yellow. Makes a nice greeny colour. And then all that on. Just some grass on that far side. Remember to put the reflections in. And some over on this side as well. Right, now next thing you can do, the paper's stretched a bit, so I'm just going to unclip it on this side so I can pull it tight again, so I've got a flat surface to work with. And just refix it with the clips and we're good to go. So what should I do next? I think I'll put another sort of layer of land coming in this side, something like that I think. So again, just dipping the tips in. I mean, I'm doing in size Payne's grey and ultramarine again. In fact, a bit of lemon yellow as well. And then just sort of, this is a nearer bit, so I'm going to come down something like that. Maybe even stick a few trees on it, so if you just get your chisel edged and then just pop the branch in first. And just using the corner of the brush to put the limbs on it. Just a very simple way, just how Bob Ross used to do it. And then just bring that right down. And some down to that there. A few reflections down. I'm going to put a bit of land there, so I'm going to bother putting reflections in there. Switch to the card. And you put a few little rocks there by the water's edge. I'm just going to put the reflection in where I brought it down far enough, doesn't matter. Then I still haven't cleaned the brush, and then just give it a quick sweep. Just dip the tips in, just so I've got a really sharp edge now. If it ever gets dry, then just dip the very tips in just to get a bit more water on the brush, so it just brings it all back together again. And then you can just a few little flicks, just little bits of grass growing. And we have some on this side as well, just a little quick sweep there as well. Try and leave plenty of water swimming around. And again, a few little flicks up, just to give it that sort of reedy, grassy look. You could even put a few rocks here in the foreground. Again, obviously because they're closer, these ones are going to be bigger than the ones there. Now I'm just checking this is dry, because I just want to put a little boat there on the horizon, just to give it a bit of a focal point really. So if I just damp, just take the number 3 rigger and a tissue in the other hand, and just damp the brush. Don't want it too wet. Just damp enough so you can take the paint off, and just pick somewhere nice and dark so that it'll show up when you take the paint off. So that's gotta be careful it's not too wet. And then once you dab once you've wet the paper and the paint on the paper, just dab it with a tissue and the paint should come off, and you're left with the white sail of the boat. Pop a little reflection in underneath. little bit needs to be just a touch bigger, that sail reflection, not too much. That'll do. Just gives it a focal point there on the horizon, something for the viewer to look at. And I think stick him in the rigger, and if I just got my signature somewhere down there out the way. But remember, not right in the corner, because once you got it framed you wouldn't ever see it. And that's just a simple imaginary scene. Could be a Scottish lock up in the islands or somewhere. Thanks for watching. Keep practicing. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask, and I'll see you again soon.